This is civil protection work. This is where it gets real. So protection work is what we made our name on. I really need to know that when my client's ass is on the line, my dog's gonna do their job. These are not aggressive dogs. You know, they're there to do a job. I mean, I really have all types of clientele. I mean, I have your, you know, kind of regular average people to very high net worth individuals. It's really true. The irony of the matter for me is that I've become one of these high profile people myself that would inquire about one of these dogs. I know, you'd have to be out of your mind to try to rob me though. But hey, man, if you want to. Life's never quiet here at DDK. So I need to know if I'm ever not here, my dogs will protect the people that are most important to me. In order to do that, you know, I gotta run the dogs through some real life extreme scenarios. Protection of the body, carjacking, and last but not least, it's time for a home invasion test with the Hulk.
Hulk's never done a home invasion scenario before, but when you do something new, it's always a risk.
These exercises are not a game, and it hurts.
I pulled my bicep.
That one hurt. I landed wrong. That was no good. So with my wealthy clients, carjacking is a real threat. Me personally, I don't want anybody near my Shelby. But try to steal a car guarded by our dogs, and you're in deep.
Where we live is pretty isolated, so it's important that we have dogs that will protect us at all times.
Hello? Is anyone there?
It's gonna be a carjacking scenario. I'm gonna surprise the family as they're coming up the road, coming home, and we're gonna see how Hulk reacts in the protection.
So I just want to make sure that everything's on par with him and he's on point and make sure that he's good to go.
Hulk usually rides in the back. We're gonna test him, you can say that. We're looking for the dog to pretty much just react in instinct, which he should automatically bite. Sees a stranger, open the vehicle, stranger doesn't belong there, there's a threat, and he should bite immediately.
So Hulk, I mean, I don't gotta say too much. He's a machine. He's always ready to go. Hulk is an absolute defensive protection dog. Okay. There's no moving from here. This definitely gets like a much different level of importance just based on the equipment that he's wearing. You know, so in this scenario in a car, this is a hidden sleeve. This is real.
For the carjacking scenario, Jeff has decided to use the hidden sleeve. It's really thin, there isn't much to it, and Hulk is a very, very big and powerful dog.
How did it feel?
I'll let you know afterwards. Definitely gonna have some bruising.
I'm scared.
He's never seen this before, so it'll be interesting.
Go check the mail. No. Oh, stop right here. Shit, I think I forgot something in the house. I'll be right back.
All right, hurry up. Hulk! Hulk, attack!
No!
Good boy!
Yeah!
Good boy, Hulk!
Yeah!
Good boy!
Yeah!
Ellen! Out, Hulk! Hulk, out.
Now that hurt.
That hurt.
That was extremely painful. Never got bit by a dog this hard before. You can't really see the damage now, but I'm pretty sure underneath this sleeve there's a lot of damage.
Wow.
We train dogs for like real situations, not just sport, not for fun. And he loves it, but we need them to be, useful in real situations. So if I'm in the car by myself and somebody comes up to the car, just like we showed, I know that Hulk is going to protect me, and he's going to make sure that, you know, I don't get kidnapped, my car doesn't get jacked.
He broke the sleeve. If you take your hand and slide it in, you can feel how it's broken there. Feel this side, it's completely fine.
Yeah. No, I heard that.
You definitely
That's why I was
cracked
like,
this
oh,
side. You might need a new sleeve.
I would completely trust Hulk in a real situation. The hidden sleeve, it's not big and bulky, so those are the things that we use to show that a dog isn't just looking for equipment.
I know the world thinks that a dog is just going to protect on instinct, but dog has never seen a scenario. You know, it's perfectly okay in a training situation for him not to react how he is supposed to the first time. You know, that's okay. But that didn't happen here, and that's what impressed me, I think, the most. The dog reacted like, you know, and that's how it should be.
I know that Marlon's been planning some exercises with Kobe, some body protection work.
So Kobe, he's about 132 pounds, rock solid, built like a tank. He's ready to rock.
Oh, good.
He's eating, come over. Oh, he's like, down. Kobe, out. Today with Kobe, what we're gonna do is Lisa's gonna handle the dog. Protection of the body is, you know, obviously a very important part of protection. The dog understanding to be attached to the body, you know, all the time, to be touching the body, to be aware of where the body is. You know, that's the basis of this exercise. It's a very important, you know, part of the dog's training for him to understand protection of the body. You know, he's very much so like his grandfather, the general, very intelligent, you can tell when he's working. And he's also very powerful, like his father, Hulk.
Here.
Walk around.
Reverse. Good boy. Fucking. This time of the day is when I get to send Kobe or Hulk on my husband and watch him get bit. It's a good time.
Oh, imagine you're walking down an alleyway, somebody sketchy walks by, you don't feel comfortable with them. You know, you can tell the dog with a command or naturally, you know, to turn around and walk in reverse. So then you're walking facing forwards and the dog's looking at them in case they try something shoddy then. And if I literally put a finger on her, he'll engage. That's all she wrote. You know, with my schedule, you know, I travel a lot, so it's good to know that, you know, my dogs at home are always going to perform. So running them through these type of scenarios is important to me on a personal level, as well as, you know, I want to know that, you know, each area of my house, you know, my dogs understand how to protect as well. We're just going to simulate a home invasion. Basically, we've chosen this target side of the house. If you don't train for something, the dog's not gonna do it. So if the dog doesn't understand this scenario, which he's never done this, it's gonna be about teaching him about it right now too at the same time. I mean, I'm sure he's gonna click with it like very quickly, but still he's never seen it. But once now he's trained for this, then I know like confidently, somebody comes through this window, the dog's gonna know what to do. If you don't train for it, you can't expect the dogs to know what to do.
I'm gonna present the arm and the dog should automatically bite what he sees first. If I stick my leg through the window, it's gonna bite the leg. This is what I'm gonna be using today. As you can see, it's really thin. It's almost very little padding. I'm also gonna have this hoodie to conceal the hidden sleeve. So it should look, really realistic. I'm also going to be entering the home with a mask and a firearm for the home invasion.
Obviously, Jeff and Hulk have done some training together, so we want to amp it up and really make sure the dog doesn't know who he is. I don't really know what's gonna happen once the dog goes in there.
Dude, don't move. Dude.
Hulk, out!
Done on that one.
Calm down. My dude came off the couch with a, watch out, dog is live at 5 right now.
You can see the mouth imprint here. It's crushed inside. You can feel it if you stick your hand.
The reality of the situation is these hidden sleeves are not made for dogs like Hulk. We're actually working on getting one made that's, just kind of double reinforced and can actually be made for a dog like this because it's an extremely painful experience. And I say that with a smile, but I mean it. A dog could literally send you to the hospital, break your arm through one of these things. That's a real life situation. A dog has never seen that in his life, like ever. So to test him like that, I already knew, I know my dogs, I'm doing this for a long time, but my confidence in that dog, that if he is with her in the house, legit, for real, he will do his job. And he'll do it fast. And that was what was important. He didn't hesitate. In this game, you hesitate, you f***ing die. That's how, so the dog did not hesitate. By the time he came right through the window, she said one word and he was on it. And that's how it needs to be. And that's it. So, perfect. Gave me absolute great confidence in the dog.
Hulk would do anything to protect his family. There's really not much else to say about Hulk other than he is a machine.
Overall, I was very happy with all my dogs. Proud father moment. To see, Hulk perform how he performed, to see Kobe perform how he performed, it just lets me know that, we're headed in the right direction, generation upon generation. These dogs are doing what they're supposed to do. So every time I do training like this with my dogs, it reminds me of why I'm in this business. This was an extremely special dog to me.
My life has never been the same.
Ace really was an incredible dog, and I just really never thought that it would end like this.
It was a mistake, and human beings make mistakes, and I can't forgive myself.
Ace was absolutely a super pitbull. He was the most amazing trained dog that I'd ever seen in my life.
I birthed Ace. He was always one of my favorites just based on his looks.
From day one, Ace always showed himself from day one. From the beginning, he stood out like a shining star.
Go! Good boy, out here! Here! Good.
All he wanted to do was bite, and he'd be latched onto your leg, your pant leg, and he was crazy. He was right up until the end.
A good balanced dog doesn't fear people. He's perfectly fine, he's perfectly friendly, he's not barking at you.
First time I met Ace, the honest story on first time I met Ace. The first time I met Ace and hung out with him, I got bit in the arm. Pretty fun.
People have looked like this guy let the dog, well, I don't know what was happening, but he was like, oh, I'm gonna light the dog up in you for a second. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna stick my arm in his mouth. Yeah, he got bit. He got bit by Ace.
Still this day, I can't feel my arm.
Overall, who he was is something that just will never be found ever again.
The morning of the incident, it seemed everything was like a normal day at the DD-K9 house. I was sitting there eating breakfast, and then I started hearing something. So I told Marlon and Lisa, I kind of hear something in the backyard. I don't know what's going on. I called the dogs aren't responding. So Marlon ran outside, and then Lisa followed him.
It was just the worst possible situation you could ever put it in. 3 male dogs and 1 female dog coming out of heat.
He realized that he had let out Kong and Netflix with Ace. And all I could see in the backyard was just Ace's foot.
They didn't do anything wrong. They were just reacting as animals would react in a situation. And it was my fault for allowing them to be in that situation. I failed them.
After we washed Ace off, Marlon and Lisa took Ace straight to the vet, and when they came back, they said he pretty much just needed rest, and he was kind of in a little bit of shock, and everything would be okay.
Took him into this vet, and all of a sudden it was just like this panic scene.
He was going into cardiac arrest. And there's nothing that could be done, and I just held him. I just held his face. I told him I loved him. And I just held him until he stopped.
So it just was horrible. I'll keep that memory to myself.
Do you still feel like some guilt about it?
I mean, of course, I don't know. I mean, it was my fault. How would I not?
I know for a fact it hit Marlon pretty hard. I know he did definitely, he's not the same now. He did definitely change.
It was like, me in a dog body. And my whole world is upside down.
I found a place online. It's called Dog Mountain. We've never been there before, but I've heard about it a few times, and it seems like a really nice place. They have a really nice chapel there that people can go and put up pictures of their lost pets, and I thought it would be nice to take the kids there and put up a picture of Ace.
Me saw the moving rain, Mama.
You saw the sky moving rain?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Still really hard for Marlon to really talk about it or even say his name, but I think it's important that the kids are part of something to say goodbye to him since they weren't there. It'd be really nice to kind of bring the kids there and say goodbye to him as a family.
The Dog Chapel is a very special place where people can come and leave memorabilia of their dog in the form of a note or a photograph.
Jordan, where do you think? Where's a good spot?
My favorite memories of Ace is it's just anytime he really got like good credit, it was like people like thought he was Hulk.
Remember, send the dog, come out of the car with your hands up, sir. Okay, the dog's gonna have to get you out. Go ahead, Ace. Tackle Ace!
Like half the time in the video of him jumping in the car, we like think it's Hulk.
Okay, let's give him a break. Here, Ace! Out! Here! Good boy, here! Come in. Good. Here.
We like Maya at home.
I like Maia at home too.
He struck fear in a lot of people too, you know? So I think that to them, he didn't seem as like cuddly, you know, I guess, but he the sweetest dog like ever.
It's beautiful here. It's just pretty heavy energy.
When my dog passed away, I just wanted to be around some live dog energy. Yeah, going to the dog chapel was pretty powerful, you know, to be the type of person I am, you know, dog person, animal person. And I felt like as soon as I opened that doorway, all of these people's dogs just were like surging through my whole body, yo, just reading all these things that people had written and just like dome of sadness. But at the same time, like people's forever love. Just was a very strange experience.
It's overwhelming to see all the notes and pictures, like it's everywhere.
Back to the basics, back to what brought me world fame, you know, which is my love and passion for dogs and dog training. So that's what I feel like the world did to me. Here we are, day 3 with Ace. So I'm just gonna show you, again, how amazing this dog is. I'll remember him so many different ways that he's a living legend. This is Ace. Meet the super dog. Super baby. Baby of Dog Dynasty canines. My boy. Gonna put him inside now. He's done well today. Yeah, I'm gonna get him tattooed soon. ASAP.
He'll never, ever be forgotten.
You wanna come up? All the way up? You coming up? Oh.
So here at DDK9, we're known for protection dogs, but obviously these dogs start out as puppies.
Sometimes we need to just take a step back and enjoy the moment with the puppies.
I'm just looking for, you know, the next dog that's gonna be able to be the ambassador, you know, for what I do. We're gonna turn them into some lean, mean fighting machines that will be able to protect their future owners. Breeding is a pretty big part of our business, so we always got a lot of puppies around. Today we're gonna photograph the puppies. To make sure they look the best for our potential clients, we gotta give them a bath first, just get them cleaned up. When your days are extra busy sometimes in the morning, one of the moms took herself a little poop, and he stepped in it. So we gotta clean off some of these puppies. Puppies will be puppies. They will step in each other. It's amazing.
Yeah, they've never had a bath before. We don't give them baths unless they need it, and unfortunately they needed it.
You're good, yeah, you're good. You're just all bundled up. Look at you, you're good.
When we have a new litter of puppies, they never fail to melt my heart. I mean, look at them. This is why we have the best job ever.
Look at that little face, yeah, look. It's a little female hug.
They're pretty
Stiff.
Yeah.
Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, you're good.
It's very therapeutic to just spend time with the puppies and watch them just totally relax in your hands and under the water.
You want to get a good look? You want to say hi to your bro? Say hi to your bro, come on. He kind of looks like me. Yeah, it's your brother. Just showing you that he's got a big mouth. Or her, she. Black one over here, this I'm calling him Aslan, which means lion. So they're little Hulk puppies, they're like 3 weeks old. The female will probably be sold or end up at one of my franchises. I'll keep this little fella right here. Napping it out, General? All right. Go on in there, little fellas. Whoa. So now the puppies are clean, it's time to take some photos of them. That's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna grab my little light box, I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna take pictures of Hulk's little puppies now.
This is Hulk and Paisley's daughter. She's about 2.5 weeks old.
Oh man, there you go, girl, thank you. So sometimes I gotta just take a step back and just be a regular person that just loves the puppies, because they're a few weeks old, they're just absolutely adorable.
The Hulk's first pick puppies sell for $15,000. And first pick is like the biggest, best looking puppy of the litter.
Some of them different litters, it might be 25,000 something, but like this dog, yeah, about 15.
She looks like she's posing. These pictures will be all over our social media, Instagram, Facebook.
It's just one. That one's pretty good though too. It's just from the side. I don't really like the dog sitting, but from here it's good. Yeah, I mean now that I got the pictures, I mean should be a day or so, a week. I mean it depends. It really depends on how they come in, but they'll sell and they'll sell quick. So now that the world knows, that's it. I really love the puppies, but for me, I really become a lot more interested in them when they get a bit bigger, and I can really start to teach them some stuff.
We've selected 2 of the older dogs that are ready to start training. This is Sosa, and this female, I've been calling her Jane, and we're gonna be training these 2 today. We're gonna start with some dry building and just some basic imprinting stuff. They're still pretty young, so they're at the very kind of basic beginning stages of training.
When I'm seeking a dog to select for protection work, it can really vary at what age they kind of show themselves. It really depends, but normally by the least, 6, 8 weeks, I'm pretty clear. As you go further along, there's a few points at where they might not make it past there as well. So this is a very serious game, and it takes a very select dog to make it to the top. These 2 are a little bit older, and I've picked them out especially because I think they have what it takes for some protection work. The main things that you're looking for in a dog, obviously a dog needs to have a high drive, that's something that you look for, that the dog has drive. But you're looking for stability, you're looking for the dogs that you know, are not, you know, barking at everything that they see, or not, you know, that they're confident in themselves. They have to be driven for something. Generally, when it comes to protection work, they have to be driven for a bite. You know, a lot of dogs are driven by food. Some dogs are more heavily driven by a ball. What you can normally, if a dog has like a super high ball drive, like you can normally transfer that drive into tug and into a different type of work. You know, food, not so much. What I'm doing is I'm starting to build his possessiveness over it, right? So that's why I'm over top of him. And I'm taking it away, but I'm not really taking it away. So I still want him to have it. I'm just looking for, you know, the next dog that's gonna be able to be the ambassador, you know, for what I do in terms of, you know, protection training, you know, from a puppy. Picture a dog like chasing a squirrel, chasing an animal. That's what it is. So it's simulating that there's a pulse, you know, and the animal's still alive. That's why you see me moving it when it's in his mouth, because I'm keeping moving, because right now he needs heavy stimulation. Yeah, right now all I want is for him to be focused on. I don't care if he picks it up by the handle. I don't care if he bites it from the side. Like, I really don't care how he bites it. I just want his engagement with it. See how he's pursuing me? That's what I want. And I want him to really, really want to possess the item.
So right now, these puppies are at a very early stage of training, but who knows, in the future, they could be DDK's next stars.
I'll be doing this with the dog for the next, like, you know, couple weeks. I mean, it's a slow process. It's a slow process, slow transition. It's just a matter of watching how it goes, seeing how it goes, and adapting to what we see in front of us. Picking the best dog for protection work, it's honestly the hardest part, I think. It's really a process of elimination almost. But you know, sometimes the dogs really just show themselves to you, so I have to just be honest about that. Like, Sosa was a dog that really just showed himself. You know, he was just kind of standing out, that he was like, I am going to be good for this. Things that I look for in puppies is that, you know, they're confident, you know, they're calm, you know, and they have, you know, good natural drive.
The puppies have ripped off a panel, so we're gonna need to get a new doghouse before they escape. We're gonna have to put up a piece of wood for now, and then at least keep them in there so we can go out and get them. Yeah, it's like the Great Escape. Good job, guys.
We're gonna take Sosa up to the training room. It's a totally new environment for him. All I really want for him is to get comfortable up there and understand that this is a place where we work, train, and have fun. New reaction, never thought he would react like this, but this is what I mean. New space. He's like, what in the mother is this? Hold on, what's going on? He's gotta be able to be comfortable up here, that's the key. So he has to be comfortable. Every dog, we bring them up here, let's let them just wander around, just kind of get used to the area, play with them, show them that when they come up here, it's gonna be exciting, they're gonna have a good time, they're gonna learn stuff. The way he's picking up everything, he puts everything in his mouth, everything that he can find, he picks up. It doesn't matter what it is, that's what we want. Like, I have him pick up like plastic, little pieces of metal, just honestly random things just to teach him with getting comfortable with putting his mouth on any type of surface. If they actually get a live bite, for real, they may be confused by it at first, by the actual feeling. So the more type of things that we can put in their mouth, the more comfortable we can get them with their mouth, I mean, that's basically what it is. Now that he's comfortable up here, we just take advantage of it real quick, see that he kind of will do the same routine that he does outside, inside, you know, and I mean, that's basically it. Oh, put him in here. I'm gonna see if when I go out he helps out. Yep, there we go. Come on, you gotta do that, bro. Come on. Come on. Little Sass. Come on, Sos. Come this way. You coming or what? He's gonna come. Just gotta wait. Come on. Gotta jump out. Come on, fella. Ready? Come on. Ready? Upward. All right, come on, ready? Come on, buddy, you got the keys. You know how to do it. Come on. Come on. You gotta jump, dog. If you use your little legs.
To get him out is, I'd probably put him back in there, get his sister Jane, and start playing with her out here. And kind of teasing him up like that is gonna make him really want to come out, and I guarantee you within a minute or so, he'll be out of there. Yeah, just loop it around her neck for now. There we go. Come on, Jane!
All we want to do is show him how to get out. That's all I want to do. I want to show him that it was possible. So now, if we leave again, now that he saw that he could get out, hopefully he just does it again. Training puppies can definitely be frustrating at times. But as long as we stick to the path, I think they're going to be all right. Yep, foot. Yep, there you go. Give him hot, heavy praise. There you go.
Dog training is all about patience. It had been a little while trying to get him out, trying different things, so it was good to see him finally overcome that kind of mental block and get out there and watch his confidence grow to realize that he could get out himself. And that's kind of what we do with everything moving forward and all different types of training. The more they see, the more their confidence grows and the more they'll be able to do.
Overall, Sosa will be all right. Sosa will be just fine. You're like Kobe at first, man. This is what Kobe was like. He was like, no thanks. Come on, you're there now. Man, you're soft kind of, bro. But I'd say the most I've ever sold a dog for is about $95,000. You know, a lot goes into it. You know, that's why the price is very high. So generally it takes about 14 to 16 months to train one of these puppies to be at the highest level. So we got a long road to go, but there's no doubt in my mind that I'll be able to turn these puppies into some pros. Sometimes I have to remind myself that even Hulk started out like this. What was Hulk like as a puppy? I think Hulk might have been the cutest puppy ever.
All right, everybody, this is Hulk. Couple days over 5 weeks.
I don't know if anybody has topped Hulk cuteness. My goals for Sosa are, you know, I mean, I'm gonna take him as far as he can go, as far as we can go together. I want him to be able to showcase every last bit of what I can do when it comes down to dog training. He's got a lot to carry, but he's the prodigy. I think he's got it.
Today, Maya took a turn for the worst.
Maya she's the matriarch of DDK line. I mean, she's the foundation of pretty much everything.
Marlon had Maya before I met him.
This is the hardest decision to make ever. Like, when is the time?
Yeah, I mean, without Maya, DDK would be nothing, and, you know, there's no hope.
Maya's the OG. She's Hulk's great-great-grandmother, and she's the dog who started it all.
I got Maya when she was like 10 weeks old. I didn't know nothing about dogs or anything at that point, really. I mean, she was with me through every last bit of that. I was homeless at first when she was a little puppy. Homeless by not because I didn't have the money to be anywhere. I was homeless by choice of the matter of I couldn't find anywhere that would accept me with 5 dogs, you know? So I would have rather lived nowhere than live somewhere without them. She became the staple foundation of DDK9. Dog Dynasty K9's Maya's foundation, everything right there. See where the body comes from. Oh yeah, it's female. There's not a dog in my house other than Roxy and Callie that is not related to Maia. This is a wall of fame, I guess you could say. This is just basically all of the pedigrees of the dogs, you know, that I have. You know, where it's all started. You know, that's why we landed here on the, you know, the matriarch, Maia. I just became obsessed with dogs, you know, with just like the idea of that, like, you know, I could, you know, change something about a dog that I thought might be able to be a little bit better. So I just kind of become very intrigued with the project of you know, creating my own style of dog, you know. I scoured through the internet, and the more I started to see, the more I started to realize that I came across a lot of these taller, big dogs. And at the time, people were very afraid of dogs that were tall. It was all about like the bully looking, kind of shorter dogs. If they were shorter, that's why people want them. I always knew that with height carries weight, you know. So the journey began, you know. So I did my first breeding with Maia. I saw what she could produce. I saw what she could give me. I could just point out some of the dogs that wouldn't exist. You can see I started here. This is one of Maia's first litters. This is Cassius and Maia. So they created Mia, who is somewhere around here. Right there. So Cassius and Maia, that little brown dog in the front, is this dog here, who grew up and got quite big. So we bred Mia to General, and they created Gianna. So that's where Gianna came from. And then we took Gianna and we bred Gianna to Ghostface, and that is where Hulk came from.
Maia's almost 13, and about a year ago she was diagnosed with terminal cancer. We don't know how long she has left.
She's just so old that it's like she won't make it through a surgery. She won't make it through anything like that, so it's just like trying to keep her as comfortable as possible, but she's on different pain meds and stuff for their joints, but she's just an old girl.
Today, Maia took a turn for the worst, and I think this might be the end. Marlon's pulled up a bunch of old pictures of Maia, so he's called us into the office, kids, Steve, me. So we're just gonna spend some time looking at pictures and videos of her.
I gave her, that means, it means female warrior. That's what it meant. And she just was like the best mom ever. She lived a long life, it's a long time. She's still here. I don't know, it's just too much. I never thought I'd be looking at, go back. Never thought I'd be looking at these pictures like my main dog that I had, from the beginning. And she was like where everything started. I knew this was coming. I watched it. I've been watching the decline, and it's just, I don't know, people can judge and say whatever they want, but this is the hardest decision to make ever. Like, when is the time?
So we've decided that she's gonna be okay through the night, and we wanted to have just one last night with her. We're gonna pull the mattress into the living room and sleep on the floor with her and just kind of cuddle with her all night.
And I'll be right there next to her if anything changes. And I'll bring her in the morning, and I'll try to have somebody come here, to be honest. I would much rather that.
Yeah, I'd rather have it. It's just a lot less
She would just, for her, I don't want her to have to go through the whole... She does love the car, she does love the car. Just go for a car ride. But, yeah, we're just gonna go and go to bed hopefully soon and play with her. Just have
just share energy with her for one last night.
She seems happier out here right now. And she loves the water, so I'm gonna see, maybe she'll want a little hose down. So Maya did okay through the night, but we're definitely gonna have to bring her to the vet today. Hi Christine, this is Lisa Grennan. We had spoke earlier about the home visit. I was wondering, my husband changed his mind. Is there any way you guys would still be able to come? No. Okay, no problem. I told him that it might not still be okay. No problem. Thank you very much. All right, bye. Marlon's at the hospital to get his finger looked at. He should be leaving pretty soon though, so I'm hoping he'll make it to the vet in time because he needs to be there for this. Marlon, you're gonna be there. I will figure out, yes, we are gonna make it. Marlon had Maia before I met him, so it's important that he's there. I mean, this is like one of his first dogs. So he needs to be there for her and for himself. She needs him there. Good girl, come on. Come on, Maia. Come on, girl. Stand up. They're coming pretty quick. By the time I finish this, he should be here, so I think he's gonna make it just in time.
I mean, there's so many. She was just funny. She's a super guilty dog. She was one of those dogs that when she got in trouble, she would just like completely show you. She'd be like upside down in the corner, like tail going.
Her tail.
Like he'd walk in the room and he'd be like, I wonder which one of these dogs is the one that got into the trash. And it was pretty easy to find out. Somebody broke something. Let's go see who did it.
Did you? Did you? You did, didn't you?
She wiggled so much that her tail would whip her in her sides. Her butt would just go back and forth and it would whack her own self.
And she hit you with it.
Oh, that tail was a baseball bat.
Yeah, she started getting a lot more immobile, and then since yesterday, she'd like, first time I seen her, like, almost like fall down and just lay peeing.
Because that looks like a really big abdominal mass there. I can help with her comfort, I can help with arthritis. I can't make that go away. You know,
She just like cries in the night. It's just like, it's just sad. Yeah, I don't want her to hurt. I just don't want her to hurt anymore. I love her. I don't want her to hurt anymore.
We brought her in, and Marlon and I and Steve were there. And we all just pet her and hugged her and told her how much we loved her.
these dogs, they gave me everything in life. They gave me her, they gave me they gave me everything. I would have nothing without them. So I honestly don't, I wouldn't know who I was without a dog.
Good, bro.
Love you, dog, for real. Always there for me, bro. Sorry you got to say this shit, bro. I'm glad that you there with me, my man. For real.
In the end, it was the kindest thing that you can do is to let her go. She had a really good life. It's always heartbreaking losing a dog.
I'm glad that I spent one night with her, though. I'm glad I didn't.
Glad you stayed with her there too. She was looking into your eyes. Well, when she wanted you there, she wouldn't have wanted it any other way.
One of the dogs that might not have been as well known at DDK, but was definitely the most important, is Maia.
She has to have been the sweetest dog like that ever walked the earth. It was perfect for what she did. She's like the glue, you know? She's just like the matriarch. She just kind of held everything together.
Her memory lives on and we'll never forget her.
People are blown away by his size. You know, obviously everybody wants to see if this dog is gonna be bigger than Hulk. The name is Kong, King Kong.
The door was open and Kong is missing. Kong!
He's gone, somebody probably took him. We're gonna have to find this dog and find this dog fast. I expect we got a 200-pounder on our hands here, and you'll hear his name, King Kong. Kong is just 150 pounds of just gigantic puppy. It's unreal, his size.
This is Kong. He's 1-year-old. Please don't move. Oh my God.
He's just turned 1. It's a big dog.
We got 2 people to pick him up now. I don't know if you can see me yet behind the dog. Probably not. This is a big dog.
Kong is Hulk's son. They have kind of a special relationship. They really like to play with each other, roll around, and you know, just be kind of big guys together.
I think Kong is going to be bigger than Hulk for sure. I would say he'll probably be about 190, maybe 200.
For me to think about, you know, what is beyond Hulk is obviously something that I don't enjoy thinking about. But now that Kong's come into the frame, I think his legacy is safe. Hulk's 5, by the way, so he's got some time.
It's amazing to see Jordan and Jackson so interested in training. Jackson is only 2 years old, and anytime he can get a chance to interact with the dogs and get involved in training, he's right there.
Come here.
Hand.
Say, Kong, here.
Turn hand.
Now tell him to sit.
I think it's great for their confidence to be able to get such a big, powerful dog to listen to them.
Turn hand.
There you go. Now tell him sit.
Sit. Down.
Just sit.
Sit. Sit. Sit. Sit.
Now get to him.
Even though our dogs are big and powerful, they still love attention just like any other dog. And they'll soak up any chance they get when you're giving them belly rubs and hugs and just loving on them.
right now, Kong is about 150 pounds, but he's got about 2 more years of growing, and I think he's gonna surpass Hulk. So out here in New Hampshire in the fall, it's really beautiful. So I wanted to take Hulk and Kong out to one of my favorite places. Amazing waterfall. I just wanted to get some pictures of them together and really kind of set the promotion off the right way. Well, they're cuddlers, really, they are. They'll get settled and they'd get, settled down and laying down. They'd figure it out. This guy figures out how to travel anywhere. He's like the world's best traveler, this dog, I swear. He can fit anywhere, he can fit in anything, he sleeps anywhere. He's just a good dog overall. Kong gets pukey every now and then, but he did too when he was young. He's like, yeah, no, not anymore, I'm a pro. Start there and work my way back up. Just leave them like that. Hulk! I have to cross over to the other side because there's no where I can get the picture from aside from like over there. I was trying to put them right there. And I might have to like climb across and take the picture from over there. Yeah, I gotta do that.
So I've got the dogs lined up for the perfect shot in front of the waterfall. But Marlin's adventuring into the woods to get that perfect angle.
And I gotta figure out how the hell I'm getting across.
Yeah, Marlin, what are you doing?
Oh man, being a cameraman's a let me tell you that. Sucks. I'll be up here. Oh man. Position to hold now. And the fall is not looking good. All right, level 1, level 2. They look good. Great. Hulk just moved. Yo, let's not have the dog die, please. There's like foreign bugs on the tree in front of me.
Good, I hope they bite you.
I might have got one.
Get your butt down here!
Kong doesn't have any training, so he'll go deaf on you.
Where are you going? You're gonna fall. Come here. Stay with us. So Kong is just a puppy, and his mind wanders just like kids. And he must have seen something and gotten distracted. And for a puppy, he's doing okay. He's just a little distracted. He's never been up here, so it's a little frustrating to try to keep putting him back in the same position, but can't really expect anything more from a puppy. He's still learning, so, and he's got big shoes to fill.
To start taking notes from this guy. I don't think he'll be as calm as Hulk, but he'll probably be relatively close. You'd be surprised, where they'll both be laying down and just relaxing. It'll take him a little while to adjust, but I think he'll be good. Overall went good, I think. I got some things that I need. Got some good shots of the foliage. Almost fell off a cliff into the water.
Almost.
I live in a very rural area. A lot of people have guns, and one of my dogs was actually shot that wandered off one time. I mean, there's a lot of things, that worry me if a dog wanders off by themselves. I don't know where Kong is right now.
The door was open and Kong is missing.
This Kong is gone.
Kong, let's go!
Oh my, are you f***ing kidding me, yo? Like, you gotta be kidding me right now, yo. Like, he's a bit of a wanderer.
Yeah, if you leave the door open, he'll go out, but he doesn't normally go too far, but I don't know how long the door's been open for. Come home!
He's gone. Somebody probably took him. I guarantee you there's so many people around here right now. He's gone.
My biggest fear right now is him getting too close to the road.
nothing else to do, really. I found him. He locked himself in the kids' room. You could call Lisa or one of them. The kids' room has a door where like they go in and it closes itself. So he locked himself in there. No, false alarm. And look, I swear to God for all you people out there, that was not planned. Because you know how people would be like, oh, that was so fake. Nah, that was just a total brain fart.
So as we're running around outside going crazy, he's taking a nap on the kid's bed.
Kong, man, you scared the out of everybody, bro. So, dude, what the did I even do? I was just inside. And there's Mom and your brother, I know, because we were walking around looking for you. I heard, as I walked upstairs, I heard him. I heard him move. So I was like, oh, he's in there. And I opened the door and I seen your face, and it was like, he was like, dude, what? He was confused. He was like, dude, what happened? I don't even know what happened.
Bro, I put my boots on for you.
I don't even know what happened. I was
rain boots. Put them on for you, bro.
I don't even know what happened.
In the woods.
What are you guys all freaking out about? It's all good. I'm right here. I'm right here, Dad. Everything's cool. Don't worry about it. I was like laughing because it was kind of stupid where he was. It's like all the joy just came back into my body. Not all my dogs are cut out for protection work. Kong doesn't necessarily have the drive of a dog like Hulk or Kobe, but he absolutely has the size, and there's a whole lot of other avenues that we can explore with these dogs. So since Kong's gonna be a DDK icon himself, definitely popular amongst the fans, and we built this page, got like 55,000 people on this page in a few months' time that it's been up, so the fans love Kong. I mean, they love him. So one of Kong's great features is, just like his mom, Stella, he just has this amazing cheese grin. He smiles and just shows his pearlies, and if I had teeth like that, I'd smile like that too.
Kong's following is always growing, and he's got a lot of fans. He's got big shoes to fill with Hulk as his dad, but we expect him to be bigger than his dad, and the fans are just gonna keep growing and keep watching him.